Hey everyone, I know it's a little dark. I'm sitting outside on my porch so as not to disturb my husband while he's sleeping. But it's a little after 2 o'clock in the morning, and something pretty amazing and pretty profound just happened to me, and I really wanted to share it with you. I feel really pressed to share this, and it's really emotional for me. I didn't spend a lot of time in high school, and I had a few friends, but this whole thing is not about me anyway. But I mean, just a little background. I didn't have a lot of friends, and there were a few that really tried to be my friend. And, I was picked on quite a bit, but what is really odd is that looking back at my life, I wasn't a very nice person sometimes. And, well, so let me just tell you what happened. I was about to go to bed, and I got a really weird friend request, and I thought, who's sending me a friend request at this time? So I look, and I recognized the name immediately, and as soon as I saw the name, my heart just felt broken. It felt broken, and I immediately recalled every horrible, every wicked, nasty, just mean-spirited thing I ever said and did to this girl. And she never did anything to deserve it. She only ever tried to be nice to me. She was only ever nice. And she really wanted everyone to like her. And she was picked on horribly. And I jumped right in with the rest of them, and I picked on her, and I made fun of her, and I mocked her, and I was brutal and horrible and mean to her. And when I saw her name on the friend request and everything came flooding back, I just immediately felt the tears start just burning my eyes. And I accepted the friend request, and I messaged her immediately, and I don't think I've ever repented of something so quickly in all my life, or felt so horrible. Before I came to the Lord and before I started walking with Him and getting to know Him, I did some pretty horrible things in my past, and I know that I'm forgiven for all of those things. But you know what? This is really a kicker for unrepented sins, because it's been over 2 decades, and sadly enough, I never gave this girl a second thought in all these years. And I know that sounds horrible, but I'm speaking truth. I haven't thought of her in over 2 decades. In fact, I've talked to folks recently that knew her, and I still never even recalled her, never even thought about her. And boy, when I saw her name, well, I thought a lot then. I don't think I've ever felt so bad about anything in all my life. And she's not the only one I did this to. There are others that I really wish I could get in touch with and repent and apologize and ask for forgiveness. But her, it was, I'm not gonna name names, but I'm really sorry, sweetheart. I was horrible to you, and I cannot say I'm sorry enough. And she forgave me without a moment's hesitation, and as grateful as I am for that, it actually made me feel worse because I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve her to be so kind to me like that. It was incredible and humbling and a real blessing. And I just want to tell you that, all the years that I didn't think about this, I had just forgotten it. I may not have remembered that sin all these years. I may have just put it out of my mind and forgotten it, but God never did. He never did. And I am so grateful for Him reminding me, for bringing us together and reminding me. We are held accountable for the things that proceed from our mouths, and sometimes it's very hard to control. But God reminds us. He has a tally for everything we've ever said, every idle word, every action, every kindness, and every wickedness. And those things that we do that are wicked and wrong and cruel and evil, they're only forgotten by God when we repent of them and we're forgiven. And I never repented of this. And I just want to give Him the glory tonight for reminding me. I'm sitting here and I'm watching my horses out in the field, and I'm listening to the pump in the pool, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm blessed with a multitude of wonderful things in my life. And looking back at the person I used to be, I don't deserve any of it. We are all very, very blessed with the mercy that God shows us, and He's been tarrying a very long time trying to give each and every one of His children a chance to get right. And you all need to open your eyes and look around. You really do, because it's time for all of us to start really taking an account of things and get right. This was a real huge eye-opener for me, that something from so long ago could come back and remind me that, God doesn't forget, and God has an account of all of it. So just take a moment, and stop and think. Is there anything that you've done or said in your life? Anything you failed to say or failed to do that you need to repent of? Because if you stop and look around at everything that's going on, it's real. The clock is ticking, and we're really getting down to the last few moments here. And you're going to blink, and it's going to be too late. I'm really blessed that I got to be humbled like this and feel this way and be able to repent of this. I got a chance to, but there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to have that chance. And it's important for us to remind them how necessary it really is. So take a moment to be kind to someone. Be grateful for the blessings that you have, and not so indignant about the things that you want that you don't have. Be grateful for the people in your life, those that bring you joy. Be grateful for the reprimands that God gives, and just be grateful that He's tarried this long, that He's waited patiently this long. Be grateful for every second, and don't take it for granted. God forbid that I would have stood before my Father and had something like this hanging over me. So I just pray that if there's anything else that I've missed that I need to address, that He just bring it to me. And I pray that for the rest of you, that if there's anything that any of y'all really need to address, that He make it known to you and bless you in the same way that He blessed me. And to this girl, to this wonderful lady, I just want to say again, my deepest, sincerest, heartfelt apologies if I made any single moment of your childhood difficult or sad or unbearable. Because I know at the time that was my goal, and I feel really rotten about it. And I love you, and I thank you for accepting my apology. And I promise I'm going to call you tomorrow and we're going to catch up. Good night, everyone.